Our planet is full of unbelievable places and wonders. With that beauty, however, comes a dark side. Natural disasters affect every country on Earth. And for the people in this video, that is a fact that they learned firsthand. From a man in Germany filming a dangerously close waterspout tornado tearing through his backyard, to one of the most active volcanoes in Indonesia erupting, sending ash over 4 miles into the sky, here are 5 more extreme natural disasters that were caught on camera. As one of the safest countries in the world to live in, most people would think that life in Germany is about as good as it gets. However, even here, Mother Nature has her moments. On August 30th, 2014, a resident of the town of Eckwadde-Hoorn found himself face to face with a massive waterspout tornado. While not often as powerful as a real tornado, waterspouts can be quite dangerous and destructive. According to the man filming the video, the waterspout took shape within only a few minutes over the lake behind his house. As he watched, he noticed it was inching closer and closer to land. Before he knew it, it was right in front of him and was headed directly for his house. Soon after the video ended, the waterspout dissipated, thankfully avoiding this man's home and not causing any injury. As the name suggests, waterspouts typically are only seen over bodies of water. So, to see one over land, not to mention this close, surely must have been a terrifying ordeal, and one that he will likely never forget. Mount Sinabung is one of Indonesia's most prominent and destructive volcanoes. At a height of 2,460 meters above sea level, this volcano has had many notable eruptions in recent years, and is a constant threat to the communities that live nearby. On February 19, 2018, Mount Sinabung experienced a powerful eruption which sent an ash cloud over 7 kilometers or 4.3 miles into the sky. The eruption forced the closure of the Kutachani airport and led to mass evacuations. This video gives great insight into exactly what locals here face on what has now become a yearly basis.
Iya, kok ada dengan segalang nih. Ih, suaranya besarnya. Weh, iya, ih. Weh. Wah, luar biasa.
Itu mengalir itu iya ke kampung mana itu nyampe itu payung iya payung itu
Simpang 4 potongannya simpang 4.
According to the man filming the video, the sound of the eruption could best be described as thunderous. Thanks to timely evacuations, there were miraculously no reports of any injury. This is also due to the fact that since many eruptions have happened in the years prior to this one, there is no longer anybody living close to the volcanic crater. A few months after this event, the volcano erupted for the second and final time of the year. What has many so alarmed is that this volcano had a nearly 400-year period of no activity. In 2010, that all changed, and it has had many major eruptions nearly every year since. To make matters worse, experts believe it shows no signs of slowing down anytime soon. It's fair to assume that we all enjoy gazing at the rain through our windows on a stormy day. However, what for some may seem like a beautiful phenomenon of nature, for others may be a curse cast by the heavens. For the people in this video shot in India, it's likely the latter. To understand why heavy rains are so feared in India, we need to understand why our ancestors also feared them. These storms not only produce devastating floods, but have the ability to destroy homes and buildings, as was the case back in New Delhi in 2020. On July 19th of that year, a powerful storm rolled through the city. After it passed, residents came outside to inspect the damage and to witness the flooding that was still taking place. They soon noticed a building that was severely impacted by the storm and was on the brink of collapse. As the floodwater cascaded down the road, trees and chunks of earth began to wash away. A few moments later, the building came crashing down. Thankfully, nobody was inside at the moment of collapse, and there were no other injuries reported. From the video, it almost seems like the land had eroded away from the storm, possibly even from a landslide that occurred prior to recording. Incidents like this are not at all uncommon for cities in India. Due to poor infrastructure and a lack of proper drainage, the soil often becomes oversaturated and weak, leading to devastating events like the one filmed on this day. China is a country that is no stranger to extreme weather. Given the sheer size of its land, it experiences just about every natural disaster on the planet, and the fallout can be rather devastating. Due to monsoon rains, China experiences lots of flooding each and every year. It's a country that gets more rain than many places on Earth. And with that comes another terrifying natural disaster: landslides. Back in June of 2020, locals in Wenchuan County filmed the dramatic moment an entire mountainside collapsed, sending a large cloud of dust into the air. Due to how remote the region is, there wasn't anybody living nearby, and thus were no injuries reported. It's unknown what brought residents to the area in the first place, and why they began filming when they did. Surely there must have been some sign that a collapse was imminent, but the truth remains unknown. Landslides are a surreal and terrifying force on our planet, but thankfully one that often comes with some warning, allowing those in harm's way to escape in time. As with anything else, however, this isn't always the case. Back in 2010, landslides took the lives of nearly 1,500 people in the country in a single day. Thankfully for those in this video, that was not the case. One of the 22 provinces that make up the People's Republic of China, along with 5 other autonomous regions, is Jiangxi. Among its major cities is a county lost at the ends of the earth, known as Dignan, and it's here where extreme wind and hailstorms devastated the region back in 2020. On March 23rd of that year, powerful gales blew down trees and power lines and damaged many homes and buildings in the region. As the neighbors sought shelter, large hailstones wreaked further havoc on vehicles in the area. The combination of these two violent forces of nature produced serious economic consequences. One look at the conditions present that day give you a clear understanding of the power our planet holds. A second clip shows the devastation to a local business who had its windows blown out by the storm. From the footage, it almost looks as though a tornado is tearing through the area. According to local media sources, there were no reported casualties from this storm. Emergency crews were quick to respond to help those in need, and it's said that the total cost is still being calculated. If you live in an area prone to natural disasters, our best advice would be to seek shelter should one become imminent. It's always exciting to watch the power of Earth unfold, but the last thing you want is to become a victim in the process. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more just like it, be sure to click the link on screen now. With that, thanks for watching and be sure to tune in next time.